to Blunt Kings, motherfucker.
Welcome back to another episode, Blunt Kings, episode 13. Shit. We're actually covering a lot of ground in such little time. This is the first week of October. Welcome to October, everybody. Blunt
Libra
Kings.
season, baby.
Yeah, we welcome you. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Val. This is my boy.
A Omega with the funky dope flavor, aka the Drunkle and the Funkle. You know what I'm saying?
And we're here with another episode of Blunt Kings podcast. We're here to take you back into time and then update you with some current stuff that's going to be going on in the month of October 2025.
Oh man, I'm
some,
ready.
Really cool drops that are happening in October.
Looking forward, yeah.
One of the ones that I'm looking forward to is the Cool Kids is coming back.
Oh man, the Cool Kids, yo, gotta love them.
Cool Kids is definitely one of my favorite groups of all time. Their beats are just ridiculous. Shout out to what's the homie's name?
As far you know what I mean, the group
It's gonna
goes
bug
in,
me because I was just
the
listening
music.
to him the other day.
Yeah, the music for me was like very, very up pop, very hip hop, very underground, very video game centric.
Yeah, it was like almost
know?
like 80s, 90s esque influence.
Yeah.
Chuck English, that's who I was thinking of.
Okay.
Really good producer. Makes a lot of good beats for a lot of good people as well, not just for the cool kids. But definitely one of the drops that I'm really excited for this year, this October. Hey Omega, how are you doing this week?
Man, no, I was gonna ask you that. Why you always jumping on me like that, man?
Well, I gotta ask you because I just feel like
man, I've been distant. I've been having a mental breakdown.
No, it's all
I've been
good.
doing all of that stuff. I've been figuring it out. You know what I mean? It is Libra season there, and I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. I'm everyday people there, and we go through some shit there. And life has been good. You know, I can still wake up. I can still do my thing, and I can come and hang out and do something positive right here with my best friend. You know what I'm saying? So what more can a grown man ask for?
Not
You know what I'm
much, I
saying?
guess.
At all. I got a good job. You know, I got good friends. I got good family. You know, my health is aight, and it ain't 100%, but you know, it's all good. But with that being said, how are you, my dog?
I'm chilling.
I like that.
Got my teeth.
Looking
I got
good.
some partials. I'm
Looking
back.
good. Mhm.
I could do the sweetie on them, or what is it?
Gotta say, I
look like Lotto,
Well, I gotta say, I like that the nice smile.
the
You know what I'm
Hispanic
saying?
Lotto.
Man.
is what they're gonna call me.
Man,
Blotto.
yo, no, you look like. I'm not even gonna say nothing. But you look good. I'm glad you got some.
No,
a
it's
piece of
cool.
My back, you know what I'm saying? For real.
I'm actually on the process and on the road to getting a full dental surgery, implants, permanents getting done.
Got you.
Whenever I get everything said and done, I'll be able to tell the world the real story as to what happened to the tragic incident between me and my teeth and my lips being busted.
Your
wide open.
livelihood, man.
Yeah. Like all I can really say right now is I'm happy to be here. And
I'm glad you're here too, my dog.
I'm ready to get this episode started. You ready to get this episode started, Ayo?
Yo, man, I'm glad. Let's jump right into it there.
That was I don't even know who that was. Let's see, who was that?
That was Kurtis Blow, man.
No, that was Young MC. I was just playing that from last episode.
baby, you
But
fucking with me,
that brings us to our first.
You fucking with me?
I was fucking with you, yeah. 1985,
shout out,
Kurtis
baby.
Blow releases America, one of the first major rap albums to openly tackle social and political themes. By this time, Kurtis Blow was already a pioneer, but America showed that hip hop could be more than just party jams. It could be commentary for what's going on in the hood or what's going on in America in general. You know what I mean? So
They, at that time, you know, society, meaning they,
Right.
saw us as also a negative and a threat. But what we did, we flipped the script there because, you know, a lot of us weren't like that, but we had something to say. We had stuff to get out, whether it was in our art, whether it was vocal, whether it was instrumental, whether it was contemporary, like doing dance or doing some kind of theatrical. You know, shit, man. Shout out to my mom there. She made my ass tap dance. Yeah, talk about some shit right there. I'm gonna tell y'all straight out like that. I learned how to tap dance as a young kid. Before I even learned how to break dance, I learned how to tap dance.
That's pretty tight.
You know what I mean? Just
Can't
talk about
clown you for that.
well, learning the rhythm. You know what I mean? The tempo, the beat, my metronome. You know what I'm saying? It really added to a lot of other things there for sure.
I mean, Tupac was a ballerina, and he ended up being Tupac. You know what I mean?
Contemporary art,
yeah,
figurative art, dance. You know what I mean? A lot of other different contributing factors.
Right.
That brings out
right.
Or molds, I should say, molds a certain individual's character.
I think it's cool.
It's just fucking Blunt Kings and shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I remember some shit like that. She's like, if you do this, I'll let you do that. And I was like, nah, yeah, I did that. I still didn't get to go and get a B-boy classes. So I just learned that shit in the streets.
I figured you wouldn't understand.
Sorry, Mom, I love you, but yeah.
All right, moving along. 1985, the year I was born. Krush Groove, the movie debuts October 25th. A landmark starring Run DMC, LL Cool J, the Fat Boys, Sheila E. It dramatized the early days of Def Jam Records for many fans. This was one of the first time rap culture hit the silver screen in a big way.
Yeah.
Cementing hip hop's crossover into a mainstream pop culture world, if you will. You know, I think I've seen this movie. Like I said, like I really, when I was younger, I didn't really jump into hip hop like immediately. I was more
we were influenced by rock.
Yeah, I listened to a lot of
rock and the oldies there because of our grandparents.
A lot of the old rock, and then a lot of alternative when it was coming up, like the Seattle stuff, like Nirvana,
Stone Temple Pilots,
Green Day. Even though Green Day is not from there, but everything alternative. Alanis Morissette. So
that was circulating
when I was, 85, that was the year I was born. I don't even think I was listening to anything but classical music or whatever that was going on in the crib.
85, you were just, we were still in the womb.
Yeah.
And then we 10 years after that, it was 95. So
I was I was like 8 months about to be out of the stomach. You know what I mean? So I don't know, like a lot of this stuff I do need to go back on and watch. Krush Groove would probably be one of them. We'll have to sit back and watch that later on.
We're gonna go.
Like
we're all gonna put on our Adidas suit there, and our superstars. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna sit down and watch the movie and have some popcorns and do some windmills and shit.
Yeah, no, I don't know about all that.
I'm 40 years
I'll
old.
watch the shit and smoke a blunt, but I'm not gonna do no fucking windmills, dude.
1999.
Last time I tried breakdancing was probably like 7th grade when I would see like I remember we talked about this in the first episode. When I would see like Sneeze or Bale or Helm from the original TCK crew, or let's see what else. What other crew were they in that I could name? Like Inner City Circle. They were called ICC, right? Inner City Circle, and they were breakdancers, and it was just really cool to see. But me trying to breakdance is a horrible.
Why you not coordinated or what?
I'm coordinated, but I don't know how to like start the moves or
up rock, up rock, baby, up rock.
I do a lot of just like the rocking back and forth. That's all. That's like I look like the polar bear at the zoo, dog. Just like back and forth. Man, you know what I mean? But
so you're more gangster. You don't dance, you boogie.
Yeah, I boogie, dog, boogie, straight up.
I got you there for sure.
All right, moving along. 1988, Ultramagnetic MCs released Critical Beatdown. Cool Keith and Said G introduced abstract rhymes, space age references, and production techniques that were definitely years ahead of their time. This album didn't chart big enough because of the blueprint for experimental hip hop, influencing everyone from Organized Confusion to even early Nas, like the Illmatic days of Nas, or even what was it? I'm waving automatic guns at nuns, like that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like those kind of bars are definitely influenced by like the Cool Keith experimental hip hop. And I remember even I think we mentioned him on a couple episodes where he did the Dr. Octagon album and like the instrumental tape that came with it.
Was,
he was definitely Dr. Octagon as well.
Point.
Yeah.
And we know it there just because of the way that his blueprint is and the way he structures the sound and he does his lyrical approach. I mean, if you really study, you know who's who and what's what.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for that blueprint there, I mean, because too, it was almost like experimental jazz or experimental rock and roll. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
With that going on, with the way that they were just kind of using a left-sided or you know what I mean, abstract sampling,
Yeah.
which again too created a whole other genre of folks that are digging in the crates and looking for different samples and being avant-garde.
Including these next two drops from this Chicago artist, Common. 1992, he was also known as Common Sense at the time. I don't know if anybody realizes that or
Common
remembers
Sense
that.
there, for sure.
He released his debut. I always say that his debut. Can I Borrow $1? October 6th. Chicago officially enters the conversation of hip hop. The album learned.
I still have this album. It was good. You know what I mean? One thing I know about this album there, you know what I mean? It had good wordplay. You know what I mean? Putting Common on the map as a young MC with potential there.
Right.
Through his true lyrical breakthrough came a couple years later there, but this one definitely let him know that he was, hey, I'm here. I kicked in the door. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit these people up and I'm gonna stay around for a while, which was one thing that I thought was gritty about him there for sure. But yeah, that first album, I still have it in my CD little quesadilla deck. You know what I'm saying? Look like a pizza box is all stacked up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I still got that quad deck there, but yo, that other Common one, right? That everybody knows.
Resurrection, 1994, October 4th. It seems like he has a trend of dropping his albums in October as well.
Libra.
A critical masterpiece featuring I Used to Love Her, that ode to hip hop where he was like, you know, even though you've been around the block, I still used to love you. You know what I mean? Even though you
It was
went,
Afrocentric.
you went to the West Coast. Yeah.
Yeah,
To get some
dog.
West Coast dick,
Uh-huh.
or whatever. You know what I mean? It was cool. It redefined how rappers could actually speak on hip hop itself. I know it influenced the likes of, you know, Kendrick Lamar did it recently on Gloria, where he was rapping about naming his pen was named Gloria the whole time, and that's who he was talking about.
Right.
His pen and how it took him through this journey of hip hop and writing all these cool songs, and then getting writer's block and saying "fuck you" and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like, and
Right.
and it kind of puts it into perspective of, you know, hip hop definitely is one of those spirits that you become related to when you start making music, and you know, it could either take you to a direction where your mind is like, oh, do you want to be all about the glitz and glamour? Do you want to be about the club music, or do you want to be conscious? Do you want to help people? Do you
And
want
maybe
to
it could be a mixture of
send
all
a
of it.
message, or do you want to do all of it?
We'll
Yeah,
do all of it there, which is, you know what I mean? You know, which is how we redefined how rappers could speak on hip hop itself. You know what I'm saying? This album helped push through Chicago into the golden age discussion and solidified Common as a voice of lyricism and conscious rap. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
definitely.
And that's, you know, I mean, he's come out with a lot more things after that, but once he did that one, that kind of said like, hey, yo, I'm here for good. I got some rhymes to back it up, and you know, and great storytelling. You know what I mean? Got a shout out to Common there for
Oh
sure.
yeah, definitely. All right, moving along. 1999, Inspectah Deck releases Uncontrolled Substance on October 5th after years of delay
Ooh.
due to a label issue and even a flood that destroyed all of the masters. Wu-Tang's Inspectah Deck finally dropped his solo debut. It's packed with sharp lyricism and clan style beats, reminding everyone why Deck was considered one of Wu's best peer rappers within that group, right?
Mm-hmm. Inspectah Deck there for sure, man. I remember once that album dropped, all the homies in high school was jamming it. You know, it was Y2K day, folks.
When
what I'm saying?
I feel like
that was
Wu-Tang,
The shit.
No
right
Limit, ICP,
there. DMX,
uh
Rough Riders,
no, I'm saying like the ones that, yeah, DMX and the Rough Riders,
they were
like
on point at that
like
time.
well, not only that, but like they had this like this really big impact with their fan base, right? Like where they hardly had to do much but the music spoke so much for itself that the fans followed so hard that no matter where you went, you're like, oh shit, there's a grip of ICP fans. There's a grip of, yeah, you know what I mean?
Man, I saw a
fans.
60-year-old man at Circle K on Manal and University the other day,
Wearing a
face painted.
Oh yeah, like ICP.
60-year-old.
Yeah,
And I said, whoop,
yeah,
whoop.
yeah.
And he looked at me, he's like, whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
I was like,
No, it's crazy, dude.
damn.
I definitely think Wu-Tang, ICP, Master P, and No Limit, they all have the best fan bases. Even Tech Nine, but Tech Nine, he bit the recipe and the sauce from ICP and Esham and how they maneuvered through Detroit, and they gave him the sauce on how to do it, and he kind of took it and ran with it, and kind of took the Juggalos with him. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just naming.
You tell us,
I'm just
folks.
naming it out kind of bluntly. You know what I mean? Moving along, 2010, Waka Flocka Flame releases Flockaveli, October 9th.
Flockaveli,
A turning point for trap music, loud, aggressive, and chaotic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This project with tracks like Hard in the Motherfucking Paint and others.
Stank, Spicker.
Yeah, changed the sound of street
put
rap.
it in your face, Spicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was a real aggressive time. Real aggressive time there for sure. Flocka there, you know what I mean? He was a big cat, did his thing. Remember he showed up at that one I remember somebody showing up to like his set. Remember he went in the hood or something and like some of the cats was like rolling up on him, you know what I'm saying? Do you remember that?
On Waka Flocka?
Yeah. I think it was like a Gucci and like Waka was there and like
oh
somebody
yeah,
tried
yeah,
to,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
roll
yeah,
up
yeah,
on
yeah.
it
Yeah.
and like
Every time I think about that, I
some
always
shit,
like
you know what I'm saying?
and when I think about rappers getting pulled up on, like the one I think about the most is when
Video shoot.
no Soldier Boy when he was in Compton, right? And he was like, "Hey, what up, blood? I'm a blood too." And then they fucking knocked the camera out of his hand and like, boy, get the fuck out of here, dog. I was like, that's probably the most funniest one. But yeah, I do remember the Waka Flocka one. He's definitely one of those ones that influenced
A lot of trap.
the trap movement for the next decade to come, influencing the the Migos, Future, and much more. He was signed with Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane is the one who found Waka Flocka.
I thought so.
So you were right about that in the video. And then I think they had some kind of falling out where Waka Flocka's mom or Gucci's mom or something like that.
They didn't meet eye to eye.
Yeah, something with the business where he had to dip out and do his own. And I just seen him recently at the gathering of the Juggalos, like some footage.
Oh, that's right.
Waka Flocka. He was on stage at gathering of the Juggalos, repping it though, like
random as shit.
Us as Juggalos growing up when we were younger. If you didn't hit that stage at an ICP concert with a certain demeanor, the rest of the crowd was going to
turn on you.
Eat the fucking
They're going to turn on
the artist, whoever the artist was. They're going to eat him up
Anytime.
on stage. You know what I mean? Whether they're going to, I think they even threw shit at Tila Tequila at one of the gatherings. You know what I mean? Because she didn't come out and like, everyone was all woo woo and this and that, but she didn't understand the cues. Even though ICP told them like, hey, if they say it. All you got to do is go out there and say, "What up, family?" Woo woo, and you'll be fine. And she totally didn't do none of that shit.
And what happened?
Yeah, and they threw shit at her,
Backfire.
literally. All right,
love to your people.
Moving along, 2021, Lil Wayne and Rich the Kid released Trust Fund Babies, collaborative project blending Wayne's veteran punchlines with Rich the Kid's newer style. While reviews were mixed, it shows Wayne's determination to stay active in a new era of streaming. Yes, I remember hearing that song. The song like Wheezy or what was it like Tunchi, right? Like there's a song with Rich the Kid and Lil Wayne, and it's called like Tunchi or some shit like that.
Okay.
And it's a really cool song. Honestly, I think it's one of Rich the Kid's best songs. You know what I mean? I like the one where he did the whole Breaking Bad scene in the desert too,
right?
For plug
talk
talk or whatever,
yeah.
but or plug walk. Definitely like that album with Lil Wayne and Rich the Kid for sure. I thought it was dope. Honestly,
it was nice there for sure. Easy, groovable. You know what I mean? All the beats, everything. I could relate there myself for sure. But yeah, you know what I mean. Lil Wayne, you know what I mean? He's still trying to keep it relevant there. You know what I mean? For some reason, they just trying to get some of the other cats that have been capitalizing out of the game for some reason, and I kind of find that weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird. I've been feeling it, and like the influential people and all the ones that really have multi-platinum, diamond, you know what I mean, just
Status.
gold. They're trying to get them out or keep them silent or keep them quiet. I mean, you really don't see them or hear anything from them unless they're on tour.
Or if they're gone already, you never know.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's why
we'll get
it's
to that on the crash
That's
out
not
for
the other
sure.
one, though.
Moving along, 2021, Meek Mill releases "Expensive Pain," one of Meek Mill's most personal records, mixing pain raps with luxury talk. The cover art, designed by Nina Chanel Abney, stood out as a major cultural talking point, and the album debuted high on the Billboard charts. I'm not a really big Meek Mill fan, you know.
Me neither.
I think he raps.
Never have.
I think he raps decent. Like when he was a kid, and they showed those the battle rap footage of him battle rapping fools in Philly, right? And that shit was dope, you know. But I don't know. I can't groove with much of Meek Mill's music.
I've never been. I guess it's just probably because we came at a later time. When they. We were already experienced with like real MCs, as opposed to that time.
I think that's what it is with most of them. Like when
the
like
changeover.
Like I'm used to like Big L's and Nas's, and then when I start hearing some of these newer guys, I'm like, if they don't have anything that's outstanding to me, then I'm just like, you're like everyone else.
Well, some of the wordplay that they do is really good. I mean, it's catchy. Let's not get it twisted there. You know what I mean? Let's don't get it twisted. These cats have very good lyrical wordplay and word scheming, and you know what I mean, doing all of that.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just the way that you guys how you decide to pair it up with the beat you're going on really doesn't work for my attention and my personal musical palette there. Just to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But hey, everybody else likes it there. That's cool. You know what I mean? But for me, you're not in my library.
You know who I do like
End of the
though
day.
is this next person. I'm gonna let you read this one on 2021. Filthy Rich releases Solidified.
Shit there, yo. So, Bay Area drop that kept regional rap alive during the time when mainstream attention, leaned heavy on the South and the East Coast there. Filthy's hustle in street storytelling continued his long independent grind there for sure.
Yeah.
If y'all,
I like Filthy Rich. I think Filthy Rich is one of the dirtiest MCs. Like
that fool got some shit to
because
say.
he's one of those ones like that.
He even bit our song.
He's what. Shout out to Filthy Rich. I know you heard. I know you heard of us. You bit one of our tracks, and you went with the fucking the same format that we went with. So that was when what is it? Imitation is flattery, right? When they imitate you and it's flattery. That was one of the times where I was like, okay, we'll let that one go.
We're doing good.
I'm not even gonna mention him on the Vulture shit,
nope.
because I like Filthy Rich. Filthy Rich, he's probably what Meek Mill aspires to be, right? Like really, really gangster, really gully, really about it, but really about his money and really quiet about staying out of all the bullshit and not having to sell your booty hole to get to
seminary.
The top. Yeah.
He's seminary, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight up about that.
As far as Meek, we all know, he had to sell his booty to get to the top, No Diddy. Or wait, was it Diddy? Yeah. You got Diddy.
Do I Diddy, Diddy, dop, Diddy, Diddy.
I had that shit locked and loaded. All right. Moving along. Before we take a break, we'll do these next two. Let's see. 2021, Loot releases Goldmouth Chronicles, a Dreamville project that mixed introspection with bouncy production. Loot gained recognition as a thoughtful voice from North Carolina, balancing the roster alongside J. Cole, Jid, and Earth Gang.
Goldmouth, huh?
Yeah, the Goldmouth Chronicles. This is definitely something we're gonna have to check out because I never even heard of that. You know what I mean?
My brother-in-law would definitely get into that.
And we like all that shit from Dreamville. You know what I mean? But if you're not keeping up with some of these camps like how we used to, then you're right. We don't do this no more with a lot of these new rappers. We don't wait and anticipate for the new Dreamville drop or the new TDE drop or the new PG Lang drop, even though that's who we listen to, or the new
Griselda.
Enterprise Click drop, or the new
Hey.
was it Organic or Midnight Organic shit, or whatever Larry June's record label is. Like, we don't like sit there and be like study the internet and wait for their drops. Like, we just go, oh shit, they finally dropped something this week when we're listening to Spotify, and then we listen to it. You know what I mean? Like,
But I'm actually on that shit.
yeah, if we were to keep up with it, no, but we're
you know me, I'm always been on that. Like, yo,
No.
what's the new drop?
no.
Diego.
That's different though. That's totally different because we're not fanning about it. It's just like, oh, these guys dropped a new one. You know what I mean?
Across
It
our
just-
table.
Yeah, like when we were fanning on like on Esham drops and fucking like ICP and Twisted drops and
3-6
shit
Mafia,
like that. 3-6 Mafia
Choices.
drops. That was a totally different era. That was when we were actually like
Out and about.
filling our. We're all about filling up the CD cases, right? Like now.
That in our palette, man.
Well, yeah, and studying and doing our research as
Being an
hip hop
artist,
artists,
they're trying
yeah.
to figure it out. You know what I mean?
But yeah, we don't do that no more with none of these groups, you know, and that's why some of these things like the Loot release gets
Pushed back.
released under our noses, and we don't know about it until we hear about it later, you know. So it's definitely one of those things I'm gonna check out. I'm not gonna check this out. 2023 Drake releases For the Dogs. I think I've heard a couple of songs from this album.
I'm not gonna check it out, but I heard a couple songs from
Yeah.
By the dog.
Yeah, like I said, when we come across it, like on Spotify, you're like, oh, this is one of the new songs from
Right.
For the Dogs on Drake's album. Cool. All right, what's the next song? You know what I mean?
That sound like a SPM track drop. Yo, this is for my dog. This is for my dog. You know what I mean? Like,
Or like DMX, or
yeah, something
even
like
Pop
that.
Smoke,
That sound like
or-
some jailhouse rock shit there. Nigga, you in a mansion. You get to fly everywhere. You got total autonomy.
it's funny just to know that Drake came from
The dogs.
from his
all
uncle,
the dogs.
his uncle who's a famous like artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Teaching him how to rap and sing and how to stay on beat and how to be creative or whatnot. And so like Drake, not gonna lie, was bred to do this pretty much, right?
Papa Joe.
Yeah. When you see him trying to get
Blood
hard and
Kings,
be like,
motherfucker.
oh, I'm a killer now and I got the dogs with me and I'll send him.
After him singing
I'll
for that
send him-
Bobby Afro
I'll
shit,
send-
he's like,
I'll send him after your head, no matter where you at on the globe, because it's like that. Like I hear him say these funny, tough ass lines in his songs, and I'm like you came, like you're like a little dorky teenager with big old eyebrows, dude. Like you were nothing.
I couldn't take him serious after
Yeah.
he started singing with that other influencer chick, and he's like,
Like if there was no such thing as paying somebody to do something for you, like none of these rappers would be killing anybody. You know what I mean? Like personally, like on anybody, nobody would be killing
Get outta
anybody.
here.
You know what I mean? Like it's just funny. I think it's funny to me that like
trip out.
that they're so pussy that's the route they decided to take. But anyway, all right, let's keep going. Ken Carson, 2023, a great chaos, October 13th, a huge moment for the Opium Collective under Playboy Cardi. Ken's mix of rage beats and punk energy helped solidify his lane in the new generation of experimental trap artists. Ken Carson, do you know the guy?
No.
Me neither. All right, moving along. We are back with another episode of Blunt Kings podcast. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Val.
It's your boy A Omega with the funky dope flavor. You know what I'm saying? Listening to, you're tuned in. You're listening to us. Here.
Welcome to Blunt Kings, motherfucker.
Of course, right now we got the new apparel.
Oh, yeah.
Check it out.
Dog, I don't know if you noticed, but we got the Blunt Kings hoodies on.
Uh-huh.
We got them straight off the press from Broider Bros.
Broider Brothers.
If you need anything embroidered, make sure you guys hit up Broider Bros. I'm going to put the information right here.
Instagram.
It's my brother.
Facebook.
You know what I mean? So make sure you guys hit him up for all your custom orders. He could pretty much do anything that
cool shit.
that isn't
Dope.
like, you know, like, well, what were we talking about, Web? It was like the ones that we can't really do are like the 4D ones, right? Like what? Oh, like
Sleeves.
sleep. No, but I'm saying like design wise, it's like you can't go more than 3D, right? More than 7 colors. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so if it's more than 7 colors, then we gotta kind of like screen it up, you know.
Figure it out.
But yeah, definitely hit up Reuter Bros.
You know.
We got the Blunt Kings hoodies on right now. TO gear definitely back in effect.
You know it.
If you guys do want a hoodie, comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you guys mention that you want to put an order in, and we'll get you guys one for sure.
That way we get you some pricing and whatnot there.
All right, moving along. 2023, West Side Gun, Baby Tate, and others announced October album rollouts. Gun teased what he called his last album, and then You Pay For Me. Oh, no, and then You Pray For Me, adding to Griselda's heavyweight discography. Meanwhile, Baby Tate and others, other using rising acts, used October as a launching pad, proving that this month is still prime real estate for drops. Like I was saying, I don't know why most people don't use October as a dropping point, dude. Like, especially some of the artists that are like underground and creepy and whatever, what have you. Like when they come out with some of these album drops, I think October is perfect.
Well, I mean, we always know that there. I mean, as far as for being from the, the dark side of, hip hop or the dark side of rap or gangster rap there.
Right.
We know specifically there, being juggalos, whoop whoop, that October is a prime time for us. You know what I mean? We feel that very, very strongly there. You know what I mean? Like the people that love horrorcore and shock culture. You know what I mean? That's like a perfect time to drop something of that magnitude there to those influential people.
Underground rappers.
Just all day.
Start dropping in October.
Yeah.
I know most of them do, but I'm saying mainstream rappers that rap like the underground rappers.
Right.
Start dropping in October.
Yep. Always good. Always a good thing. You know what I mean? The summertime, if you're going to have a nice little beach party and, play it all pop and shit, that's cool there. But if you're trying to drop some hardcore shit, drop it in October.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Moving along, 2024 BET Hip Hop Awards held on October 15, 2024. Taped in Las Vegas on October. What? It was taped on October 8th, but it was released on the 15th. Okay. Hosted by Fat Joe, Kendrick Lamar took home the most awards. We saw that. Travis Scott received I Am Hip Hop Award. Let's talk about that for a minute. Kendrick definitely deserved all those awards that he got, but he should have been getting them like for the past 10 years. You know what I mean?
When he first started there, it took him 10 years to get that there. But I mean, Travis Scott compared, a lot of people
I Am Hip Hop.
A lot of people beg to differ there. They say, "Oh, Scott's just as good as Travis." You know what I mean? As Kendrick, and I'm like, Travis Scott's music is more influential on me than Kendrick's music.
Well, we got to think of it like this. Like we're old. We're like in the 30, 40 demographic, right? And we're influenced by Kendrick words because Kendrick words are wise and on that same level of maturity and, eye-opening and what have you. And I guess Travis Scott does the same for the younger generation, but it's not as
heartfelt.
It's not as constructive, I guess you could say. Like, it doesn't help them in any way. You know what I mean? Everything that Travis Scott makes music about is more destructive than constructive, if you will. Does that make sense? Like,
well, that's a good breakdown because I don't listen to this speaker. So,
well, he talks a lot about partying and turning up and fucking bitches, which is it's that's cool. But if that's what every song is about, then that's all you're about. You know what I mean? Like when Kendrick could have one song about some gangster ass shit, but then the next song be about
my baby mama,
his pen, or fighting with his chick, or
being pregnant.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? Like even down to the song "If These Walls Could Talk," right?
Correct.
Like where he's literally rapping about pussy the whole time. You know what I mean? And it's just hilarious. Wow. Like if you really break down the lyrics and what he's saying, even though the beat sounds serious as fuck and the song sounds so serious, what he's saying is absolutely hilarious and insane if you really break it down. And you're like, this guy is on a different level of just like writing itself. You know what I mean? Like that's what should be I Am Hip Hop Award. You know what I mean? And I know that's what your point was, right?
Of course, man. We draw it out of each other there because at the end of the day, we know what's really hitting the community hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We've been involved in the community. We know
and it's drugs. You know what I mean? So like when
I don't do drugs.
No. But what's really hitting the community is this turned up lifestyle, right? Like
Turned
that
up for
is
what?
influenced by the Travis Scotts and the Little Uzi Verts.
You gonna turn up for what? Just to come down.
Right. And then when the come down is horrible and then there's nothing but a
You
come
don't know what
down.
to do.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of depressed people. And then they start listening to
Reality.
the Little Peeps and the Mac Millers and get more depressed. And then they listen to Suicide Boys or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
And they're gonna be like,
I'm not
take me home.
like, I'm saying the influenced ones, right? Like the different TOs, right? The influenced ones, like the ones that are super influenced by things. I think those are the ones that need the most help, mental health wise, for sure, because they end up being addicted to not only the lifestyle but the
influence.
stuff that comes with it, you know.
The influence.
Yeah. All right, 2024 had a lot of album drops that were, you know, they were cool. I liked most of them. Rod Wave dropped The Last Lap October 11th.
Right.
Glorilla dropped Glorious on October 11th.
Glorious.
T Grizzly, he dropped Post Traumatic on October 3rd. Rich Homie Quan, Forever Going, and
That was his
released
last one, right?
October 4th, yeah.
Because he passed away, right?
Yeah. The Godson, Day Money, released October 25th. Tyler, the Creator, dropped Chromacopia October 28th.
Yeat.
Yeat dropped Lifestyle October 18th. And Warriors dropped the Warriors, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and what is it? Eastside Davis concept album, released October 18th, 2024 as well.
A lot of features on that. There, Ghostface Killer.
Oh yeah, RZA and Nas. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, we're gonna have to check that one out. Out of all these, this is the only one I really didn't hear about until now. That Warriors album, I'm gonna have to check out. And then
got something to look forward to
Yeah.
here. Something to keep y'all on there. You know what I mean? Keep you on your toes. So like you said, sometimes people
What's
don't
coming?
give you what's heads up. We about to give you the heads up there for sure. So
2025.
now, Mobb Deep, the Infinite, they're coming out. They're the first, new Mobb Deep album in over 10 years, folks. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. It's wild because I remember, Prodigy in 17, we lost him. You know what I mean? And that was a hard one. You know what I mean? So
I think it's dope that they have all the verses from before he passed away, and they're just like, we have to make an album with it.
well, it was a crucial time there because we knew how valuable these lyrics are going to be. You know what I mean? Especially with the changing of the technical, times of information and, saving things and housing stuff there. He was smart.
Yeah, the new single
was
Against
smart.
the World is out. That's the first song we've heard from it so far. Super dope. Shout out to Mobb Deep. We love you guys, man. Straight up.
All day.
Rest in peace, Prodigy. Supposed to have some more beats by Havoc, The Alchemist. I think Nas is on that album.
Everybody who's anybody's going to be up on there. That's
Ghostface Killer.
hard hitter.
Yeah.
Anybody's going to be up on that.
Yeah, that's just gonna be fire.
Can't wait.
Ooh, this is the one I was waiting for. The Cool Kids. High Top Fade. Dropping October 10th, 2025. That shit's coming. Sir Michael Rocks and Chuck English. They reunite. Nostalgic bounce with updated production. That's what I'm excited about. I want to hear Chuck English's new beats.
Dog, it's going to be nutso.
First major project together in years.
Yeah. So when people come back together, put it like that. You know what I mean? Me and you, we've done it. Saying when people get back together, sometimes they make something that much more better.
Mm-hmm.
Magical. Shift that. Shift the culture type of shit. And and when that happens, sometimes we just continue on inspiring each other on a back and forth basis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Question. Just back and forth.
Well, what I like about how we did it, right? When we did Sanctified, we did that like 2025-ish, 2026 when it finally came out. But we worked on that album for like a good...
No, 16, right?
Oh, no, 2005.
Yeah.
Sorry, 2005, 2006. Sorry. I always get mixed up with those. That was 20 years ago.
You're good. I got you. I understand.
So 2005, we actually started getting ready to drop the album for 2006.
Mm-hmm.
And what people don't remember, or maybe they do, is back then there was no DistroKid. There was no what's the other one?
anything.
There was no what's the other one that I'm thinking about? Anyway, there wasn't any of those distribution places, so we literally had to get one disc after recording 20 songs, right? 21 songs, however many songs were on the Magic Hour. Took us like 3 years to get those 21 songs without losing them. You know, we didn't have our own computers at the time, and when we did, they would always crash. So we had to like bounce them from this to this to this to this,
multiple,
until we finally get all 21 tracks that we've ever did for the past 3 years. Put them on a disc, and then
facts,
and then we had to go to Kinko's, right? And we go, hey, do you have one of those machines that could print onto the discs for us? Because we just burnt 150, 100, 200 discs. Can you put the thing on it, you know, or can you print us the stickers so we could do it ourselves? So then we'd put the stickers on the disc. Sometimes they're too thick where you'd put them in the fucking deck
CD player
and the CD player and they'd fucking get stuck. Anyway, and then so we not only had to get the stickers for the CD, we'd have to get the inserts for the CD cases. We'd have to get the CD cases themselves. Everything was separate. And then we would be able to hit the streets with our album that took 4 to 5 years to put together. You know what I mean? So it was just really, it was really cool how we did that for Sanctified, and then we stopped, right? And this is what you were talking about. Mm-hmm. We stopped, and then we came back as T.O., and it was like nothing changed as far as the work ethic, but everything changed as far as the accessibility. Like we were able to buy beats like that. We were able to fucking hit up DistroKid like that. We were able to hit up everything that we needed like that. All we needed was money, right?
Yeah.
And
access to merchandise.
Boom. Yeah, printing up hoodies just like that. Boom. Getting someone to make me a logo for the team just like that. Boom. You know what I mean? Like it was so cool that we had like the old school mentality of how to hustle out an album, but we had all these new school resources, if you will. And we dominated that shit. We dropped like 9 albums, you know, within 3 years instead of taking 5 years for one album. You know what I mean? That's what I was trying to, that was the point I was trying to get to, but it takes long to explain the process of how, you know, we come from the out the trunk days to now it's digital sales and pushing yourself on the internet and word of mouth is still number one.
The best.
Still number one. Word of mouth and advertising on flyers is still going to be number one. And it's just crazy, you know. I don't know. That just took me on a weird tangent.
I love it there. I love it there because that's the way it was. That's the way we do it. You know what I mean? Just like how Cardi B went and hit the streets with her thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Selling those albums because she felt like, you know, again, like how we were talking about last episode, they just don't feel that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One of the episodes there could have been Crash Out, could have been Blood Kings, but y'all know.
It was the last Blood Kings episode for sure.
But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it just takes a little bit of grind, a little bit of time, and just figuring out what's the proper structure for you at the time. You know what I mean? But, yeah, you know, I love that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
All right, moving along. Gucci Mane, he's expected to drop an album called Episodes, October 17th, 2025. His 17th solo studio album. Gucci Mane is really impressive. If this is still Gucci, if this is still the real Gucci Mane, shout out to you. If it's not, let's see how good you can emulate the old school Gucci Mane on this new album. Is all I really can say about this. Roddy Ricch, he's going to be dropping the Navy album October 24th, 2025. Been long awaited. He's been teasing the album since 2023. It's like the past 2 years, like, oh, I'm about to drop this shit. And then
it's like the Iceman project from Dirk.
Singles like Survivor's Remorse and Lonely Road are already dropped off the album. Roddy is aiming for a full comeback after a quiet stretch.
They left him in the Pacific, by himself.
Yeah. YG, The Gentleman's Club, October 3rd, 2025. Expected to drop. West Coast mainstay returns with the Personal Club Ready mix. Features Shoreline Mafia and others. Blends street themes with reflective cuts. So it's gonna be like a mixture of like club album, or like club bangers and like some deep shit.
Again,
you know?
it's gonna be.
When I was young, I got raped.
No,
by a girl.
It's gonna be the booty shit. It's LA. You know what I mean? This is in the cars, the top downs, and all the girls. Hey, where the party at? You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's like rocking in the streets to the funky beat. You know, it's gonna be that kind of anticipation.
Yeah,
You know,
Kendrick's-
you got to follow up. No.
Kendrick
What they're
started a
doing is
wave for sure.
They're smart with that there because they're
Yeah.
gonna follow up on that. You know what I mean? Because if
They
you
have
don't
to.
follow up on that, there you're gonna lose your demographic of people.
Yep.
You're gonna lose that attention. You're gonna lose those views. You're gonna lose those streams. So
Yeah.
you know, shout out to that. Keep it going there. If so, I want to hear some funky ass original shit there. You know what I'm saying?
What's another good one that
From
could
the
be
West
sampled?
Coast like that there.
What's a good song like that? Like
Well, no, everybody's already done them right now. There, see,
All
the
of
thing
them?
is, not all of them.
There has to be one.
Well, we're gonna find it. We're gonna get
Yeah.
it. Me and you.
That's
we're,
what I'm
we're
saying.
gonna figure it out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
we're not gonna say it
keep
live. I was asking you to keep it in the back of your head for sure.
Nah, hell no, we don't do that. Keep our James Precious close to the chest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah,
No
it's-
Teflon. What's up?
I'm kind of excited. You know, October is very promising when it comes to hip hop.
Always.
It seems like this month they're gonna be dropping a bunch of dope shit.
Never
With
gonna let
this
down.
list right here already, just Mobb Deep, the Cool Kids, Gucci Mane, Roddy Ricch, and YG.
Yeah.
Like that's dope as fuck.
Mobb Deep.
I expect to see more updates on this when we come in next week. We're doing this week by week, so I only looked up things that were from October 1st to the 7th.
So we're gonna let you know what pops up.
So
on
next
newer.
week, 7th to the 14th, and so
Yeah,
on and so forth. You know what I mean? And then on the 4th week,
Keep it
we're
moving and do.
gonna dress up.
Oh shit.
I'm thinking about maybe
Uh-oh.
doing some funny shit, dog.
Oh,
I don't know.
I got you.
You guys comment
you're gonna trip
what
out.
you would like to see us dress up as. We might take it into consideration, but I have a couple ideas already, dude.
This guy got some shit, there, folks.
I think it's gonna be hilarious, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Y'all never see nothing like this.
Welcome to Blunt Kings, motherfucker.
it's been an awesome episode, episode 13. Blunt Kings, we're definitely back. Sorry for the delay, and I know I covered my face for a while, but we're back.
I'm glad
you
you're
know?
back, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're back, my brother.
I'm on some happy meds, you know, so I'm able to process a lot of this stuff and not take it out on anybody that's not deserving of it. You know what I mean? So I do appreciate everybody and their patience, and we're just here for having another week of hip hop history, and we hope you enjoy.
Welcome to Blunt Kings, motherfucker.
Always there for sure. It's your boy Aaron Mega. Y'all be good. Stay tuned there. Until next episode. Y'all stay tuned. One love.
Peace.